Cheers, welcome.
Welcome. Welcome everyone to Crew Bouge.
Welcome to Bouge. Happy Halloween, happy autumn.
It is time of year. Like I am so excited. I love this time of year, especially now that like being back home where you actually can see the trees and everything. Like I've done the full on leaf peeping.
Yes.
I've gone down 66 out in the Leesburg and up 81 in Shenandoah. So I've been pretty excited about this time of year. It's been a while since I've had it, even though last year I had fall, but I was just still trying to get my feet wet. But this year I actually have time to enjoy it. So what are you guys doing out there?
I was going to ask what leaf peeping was. I wasn't sure what that meant for a second, but then I realized it's just like you peeping the colored.
All the colorful leaf change, the changes in the leaves.
What's
the
leaf
leaves.
peeping?
Leaf peeping. It's a very East Coast thing.
It is.
It's a very East Coast thing. It's up and down the coast, and it's just much prettier when you see. And I guess because our weather is all over the place, and we have like all 4 seasons, we can support like all different types of trees. So we don't just have like evergreens, because many places, especially out west, only have like the evergreens or that kind of thing. So they don't get the yellows and the oranges and the bright reds.
Right.
Seasons change before they're like the trees are totally naked for the
I know winter. They're just like looking sad, like all brown and like empty, like
I'm naked and cold.
Right. I will say, I feel like when I was living in DC, that was my favorite time of year because it was just so vibrant. Nowhere else. I mean, I'm sure there's other places on the East Coast, but I didn't live there, so I can't attest to that. But DC, out of all the places that I've lived, has the best fall. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, Southern California, I definitely wouldn't say has fall or autumn. Sorry. But you do see it a little bit up north, definitely not anywhere as near as like as beautiful as DC or Virginia, DMV. But I will say I was up in Napa this week and you could definitely see the vineyards like changing colors, which was really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I see a little
tiny bit, just a little tiny bit. Well, were you going to ask me the magic question?
Yeah, I guess we will just dive right in. And Ro, what are you drinking?
Well, it's so funny. I don't even know how many episodes it was back, but we were talking about old vines versus ancient vines. And we were just like, well, what makes it ancient? I don't know what makes it ancient. Like they must just be really old. Yes. So of course, I had to go into the Total Wine, the TW. And I got this bottle, which is one that anyone should be able to find in the local. So Oak Ridge Estate Grown 2020 Lodi. It's the Ancient Vine, and it's the Zinfandel. It's so funny, when I first started drinking wine, I only drank red, and I drank very heavy like Merlots, and I just don't have the palate for it anymore now that I've gotten like older. Zinfandel, I think right now is like hands down my favorite at this point. Like I will go in and get a case of. It is so easy to drink. It is so smooth. And let me show you the color. Look how dark it is. Yeah. Like it's just this rich color. You can barely even see, like, you can't even see like down in the glass when you look, it's very, very rich. But to tell you more about Oak Ridge Estate, Estate Grown Ancient Vine Zinfandel.
I can't wait.
So this one is a 2020. Of course, it's in Lodi, California. Price point is about $16. So like nothing exorbitant. And so the 2019 was rated Wine Enthusiast. It was a 91 points. I would give this, I love this wine. I honestly would. Anyone who came and say, oh, I want a nice red, it can go with lighter food or with the good old steak, because it's just like that. It's medium bodied, but it's intense. It's very intense. So I rated it. So I used a little rating scale, y'all, if you haven't seen it. So body, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. So it's good medium body.
Okay.
Tannins, it's very low. To me, it's red anyway, so it's going to have some level of tannic quality, but it wasn't like overly tannic, like at all.
Okay.
So I gave it like a 2.5 out of 5. Flavor intensity, I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's very, very fruit forward. You know, it's a good wine. And the finish, I gave it a 4 out of 5 as well. For the smell, I gave it a very jammy berry, blackberry, black cherry smell to it.
Right.
And the flavor, dark fruits, berries, like it's so perfect for the fall. And then what else did I have on here? I had, well, no, I said berries. Okay, good. Dark berries, dark fruits, that kind of thing. And of course, you know, I had to dig a little bit deeper about like what's the difference between ancient vines
Yes,
and
I can't wait to
all
hear
that
this.
kind of stuff. So it's so funny. So I went to like 5 different sources, and you know, there were like 5 different answers in 5 different places.
Yeah.
So there's no official designation in terms of ancient vine versus old vine. So I just read this article about how they're trying to get like the Lodi AVA to come together so that they can like really put like a stamp on it. So I don't know if they've done it because this article was an older article, but you know, I don't know if it has been done since then, but I did go through a couple of articles to see. So just to give everyone kind of like a backstory, don't think you're going to be an instant millionaire if you plant a vineyard because you're going to be waiting. So you plant it, it doesn't sprout for 3 years. So don't think you're going to get a grape for 3 years. And the grape is probably some crap the first year you get it. So who knows what you'll be doing with it. And then, so the next place that I went, so the first one that I saw, 3 years, of course, to get a grape. So anywhere from 0 to 10 is a young vine. So 0 to 10 years is considered a young vine. Middle-aged is 10 to 50 years. And I'm like, okay, that's a big gap. Like, I mean,
I'm middle-aged then.
Exactly. An old vine is considered 50 to 80 years.
Okay.
And then ancient vines are anything past 80 years or 80 years plus. But I think that some people have reduced that for themselves because there's not that many 80-year-old vines that are there. So there was another source that said so adult was 7 to 8, mature was 12 to 25 years old. And then they had old vines was 25 plus. And then ancient vine was like the sky's the limit kind of deal. So for ancient vine, they said that it was 25. The vines were, the old vines was 25 years plus. So that makes sense to me.
I feel like that's in the range, which when I went to Michael David and had that ancient vines. And so I feel it definitely wasn't the 80 plus years. It was somewhere, and I don't even know. That sounds a little bit more reasonable. I mean, because I know vines can last up to like, I believe it's about like 80 to 100 years, but interesting. So I thought it was more in the 20-year range, makes an 8.
So
but
Oak Ridge Oak Ridge estate started just as they were just farmers. They were just growing grapes for everybody and shipping them. And so in 1928, they had their first cutting. So I guess they planted in 1925. So their vines started like around 1925. So those are some pretty old vines. And they started as a co-op. And then in 2002, they wanted to sell it, but then one of the sons was like, nope, we're not selling it. And he came in and was like, instead of us selling all these grapes, why don't we make our own wine? So 2002, they started making their own wine. And now they actually have three of the daughters of Roy, whoever Roy is. They're in charge of the wine production over there. So it's 3 daughters. So yeah, that's kind of what I got for this one. I know I got a little extra information in there, but
no, that's awesome. That's so great.
But I will tell you guys, if you guys are looking for a great red, it's reasonably priced. It's super smooth. It's rich. It's medium to full body, but I would say it's like between medium and full body. And I will definitely be getting more of this. This is one of my faves right now. And you know, I don't get it. I don't get to live there. All the lovely wineries there, so it's nice for me to be able to get a good quality wine from the good Total Wine. But this is one that you can get anywhere. So run out and get it. It was delicious. So
Nice.
I have some more sippies. So
Yes.
Desiree, tell me, what are you drinking?
All right. So I'm gonna confess something. I actually wanted to do the Ancient Vine Zinfandel, but I was too lazy to do the research on Ancient Vine, and so that's why I didn't do it. And I'm so glad that you did it. So maybe next time. Sorry.
I'll hold on to the notes, and then if I hold on to the notes, and then that way we'll go back, and I'll even have more information because you know I'm a geek, and I feel like
Yes.
I'll have to go in and try to see if they've gotten to this point of determining what the official age range is for that.
Right.
Because Michael
Right.
David was actually in that article. He's quoted in that article.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, that was something I had like heard for the first time before. And especially being, I think we mentioned this before, being that it was a Cinsault variety and not even a Zinfandel. Because normally when you hear old vine, it's usually in reference to Zinfandel. So anyways, I am drinking from Napa. I am drinking from Del Dotto Caves or Del Dotto Winery, the 2018 Cave Blend. I have not finished the bottle. I'm trying to get better at like actually aerating my wine. So that's why it's currently empty. So yeah, the Cave Blend is it's a red blend that includes Zinfandel, Merlot, Cab Sauv, Petit Verdot, and what am I missing? Did I say Cab Franc? I don't think I did. So Cab Franc was the other one that I'm missing. It's a really good red blend. Just to say a little bit about the winery. So this was the first winery that I went to where you actually get that experience of tasting from the barrel. You go in, it's very Italian themed. Like you go in and it's like beautiful, like all this marble and everything. I think I actually did a post about it when I went back in March, but I'll resend some of those pictures. But there's this great big cave where like this like I don't know, Italian statue mouth open. Yeah, but like everything is like shipped from Italy. You walk in and there's this like beautiful like Italian like opera music playing. So it really like sets the scene. Like you're going like, you know, from Napa and like you go in here and then like you've been transported to like a whole new world. So you go into the caves and they have this I believe, oh man, I want to say it's a stave. I might have to correct myself. I should have looked that up. But anyways, they go in, they put this into the wine barrels, and then from the wine barrels, they put it into your glass. And it's a really great experience because you get to taste the difference between American oak and French oak. Surprisingly, I always thought like I was more of a French oak person. But we did a side by side, and it turns out like 80% of us in the group were like, yeah. He was like, okay, so which one of these did you like and which one do you think it is? And we all seem to like the American oak over the French oak, which is really interesting because, you know,
you Chardonnay lovers, you Chardonnay lovers, you Chardonnay lovers.
But yeah, it was a really great experience. They have lots of different like wines for you to try from the barrel. Since it is from the barrel that you're tasting, what happens is because it's still maturing, like me and my sister got bottles and it wasn't ready until they actually finished everything up this fall. And so now the wines that we tasted in the barrel like back in March, or finally it wasn't until fall when they're actually now ready for us to like go and pick up our wine. So you know, by the time when we pick it up, it's actually probably going to have a little bit of different taste because it's matured a little bit longer. But yeah, really, really great experience, a beautiful winery. After you finish the wine tasting, then they take you out to this like beautiful garden area and they make you this like wood-fired pizza, which is probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. You know, it could be because I had a lot of wine and I was feeling very happy and I was like, oh, pizza.
Viva Italia, Viva Italia.
I mean, it was pretty amazing. So great experience. The wine tasting it's kind of on the pricey side, but I will say, it's an experience and I would definitely recommend it. I think it's 120 per person. But yeah, you get some really good wines, you get that pizza and just being transported to Italy. So anyways, that's about the winery itself. And they actually have they have 3 different locations, but 2 of them are the wine caves. So you kind of get the same experience at both of those like wine tasting locations. So the cave blend, it's really good. It's very fruit forward. It kind of sounds very similar to what you were drinking. Definitely getting those black fruits like the blackberry, the plum, on the mouth. It's dry. I would say it's about medium plus tannins. It's actually, I think I had my last sip a few minutes ago and I can still kind of like taste it in there. So maybe it's actually, I would consider it high. But yeah, blackberry plum, definitely very ripe fruit. I would even say maybe some blueberry in there, and you can really taste like the oak, but also some of those like good like holiday spices like vanilla bean, nutmeg. It's very silky. This is a great wine for pasta, pizza, any sort of meat. I think I'm gonna make a chili today. That's probably gonna go well with this.
I'm coming. I'm on my way over.
That's my favorite. Oh God, chili in the fall. It's my
Yeah.
favorite thing. Let's see. This wine was, I believe it was $55. And yeah, I think, I'm trying to think, did I cover everything on this?
Oh, the ABV, alcohol by volume.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even write that down, but I think it's 15. Yeah, 15.4.
Okay. Woo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Be careful with that one. And I forgot to tell you guys, this one is 14. So.
Oh yes. Okay, good. And I mean, that sounds on point for Zinfandel.
15 point.
15.4. Yeah, that's a lot. I was planning on going to the store afterwards. Maybe I need to like drink a little bit more water.
You go look or have
walk to the
have
store.
a little something to eat, something.
Mm-hmm.
You walk it off and metabolize all the good.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of something to eat, this is off topic sort of, but I just picked up a damn it, memory. I'm blaming my memory on COVID because it's like it was totally in my brain and now I can't remember it at all. Oh, Kringle. It's called a Kringle from Trader Joe's. It is a Kringle and they have, based on the seasons, they have different flavors, but right now they have a pumpkin Kringle.
What is a Kringle?
So the best way to describe it's almost similar to a king cake. However, I feel like the previous Kringle I had several years ago was more of a flat, kind of like a flatbread. And I think that was like cream cheese. I had it around the holidays. But this one is like round, it looks like a king cake, like a flat king cake.
Wow.
But really good. It's filled with pumpkin and I think it's got like cream cheese on top of it. Really, really good. I had it with my coffee this morning and like every bite I was just like, so good. It's from Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I did treat myself to some pumpkin spice coffee creamer today. So I went and I bought a brand new crock pot. I bought, and it is so funny because my friends here know. I was so excited. I went and got everything. I got the beans and the everything.
Wait, what are you making?
Came home, Desiree, no crock pot. Forgot that I had moved and gave away my crock pot. Why I thought I had a crock pot? I don't know.
No.
But I did end up making soup. I mean, I have great pans that have like that serious, like stainless steel thick bottom, so I can't really do slow cooking in them. But I was able to do like a really, really good chicken soup. It was like a rotisserie chicken, spicy.
Okay.
I mean, that's able to get it done. It was definitely a lot more saucy than I wanted it to be, but I literally purchased a crock pot today. So
good. Oh my gosh. So what's the first thing you're making a crock pot?
So I'm gonna do like a 15 bean kind of like Italian sausage soup. I'm looking forward to it. I have my neighbor, Kelly, is an amazing chef.
All right.
And they just recently moved. I'm telling all their business, but she is an amazing chef. That's all I have to say.
That's awesome to have a neighbor that's a good cook.
The gift of different soups So I think one was like a split pea, and then this one was this Italian sausage kind of deal. And I said, nope, I'm gonna have to do this. I've got to
Is it
do it.
literally 15 beans?
It's 15 different
15
types.
different types
So
of
it's
beans?
lentils, there's like red beans, there's black beans, there's
Wow.
white beans, there's some big white beans, there's navy peas, you know, like that kind of thing. So it's quite a few. I don't know if it's all 15, but then there are like some green, you know, green beans thrown in there and some other things.
Oh, okay.
But green, but meaning the green peas, green beans. But yeah, there's some green lentils. So that's what they call it, 15 bean, you know, soup. But it's that time of year. Like, I don't want anything cold. I don't want a salad. I don't want any of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, nope. I was like, I need some soup. I can throw that even in if I have to like nuke it at work and like that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I'm excited. You make your chili. Chili is going to be on my menu later this week.
Okay.
I want to really just get back into cooking, especially as we're going into the fall.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's just it's hard to I'm not as out and about as in the spring and the summer. So I have plenty of time to cook.
Yeah, especially the time's about to change and it's going to be dark and you just want to be home.
That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just want to be ready. All I want to do is just to pop my little container, even if I put it on the stove and sauce it up real quick. That's all I want to do. All I want is hot food right about now. So
all I want to do is cook
some hot stew and chili. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
We are excited to share more about these wines with you. If you have any questions, of course, drop them in the comments. And we look forward to, you know, connecting with you guys. And we're going to do another live, I promise.
Yeah, we will do another live. Maybe if not this week, definitely next week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Definitely. We'll see. I shouldn't be putting definitely's anywhere.
I got some good trivia.
Trivia. The trivia that I think out of what now, there's probably been 15 questions. I think I've got one correct.
That's not true.
Really,
that's not true. You've got
my one card needs to be taken away from me at this point.
No. You've earned all of your letters. And I tell you, you've earned all of your letters. But no, so we'll do some.
I do get excited about trivia
coming up. So
awesome.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye, everybody. Cheers.
Oh, it's empty. Cheers.
Fill it up. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.